Hi, beautiful souls. This is Ashu here. Welcome to my channel. And those of you who have already subscribed, I'm really grateful to you for listening to my videos and commenting and letting me know about the content. So today's video is going to be about the topic of Kundalini awakening. So I'm going to channel messages regarding how to raise your frequency during Kundalini awakening. Kundalini awakening is all about raising your frequency, and this raising of the frequency is happening at a very intensified pace. So something that is happening at an intensified pace is not familiar to us. So this intensity is high, and our current uh, energetic field is not aligned with that intensity. So, if something is intense, let's say an example of the wind, if the wind is intense, it strikes against the trees, and even it can uproot the trees which are not very resilient, very strong, and the trees whose roots are not too much uh, held on to the ground underneath. They may be uprooted and thrown off their uh, grounding. So the same thing is happening in our Kundalini awakening, that the energy is so, the frequency is so much of high vibration that when our system is not too resilient, or it's not adept in the skillfulness of acquiring resilience, even we are thrown off balance during this process. In the first stages, initial stages, we're thrown off balance, and there is a very organic and healthy sequence in this off balancing as well. If we stay grounded even in that off balancing, because many people are like having strange symptoms and they're going insane when they're thrown off balance because of the intense frequency that they're experiencing. But having an understanding into this grounding, that this throwing off balance has a purpose, and if we are grounded in that knowing and in that purpose, it's something like we are holding on to a log in the midst of a storm, and with the trust and faith and knowing that this is going to pass. So that is when you are initiated into the other stages of the Kundalini awakening spectrum. So, the purpose of Kundalini is to throw you off balance in the initial stages so that your system acknowledges this presence of this energy into your energetic stream, because this acceptance is not easy in the initial stages, because acceptance has a lot inside it. Acceptance means letting go of the old order, old lifestyle, old habitual patterns, old attachments, the way in which the attachments were emerging out of your energetic system, the conditions that you were placing on those attachments, even in your relationships or in your day to day living, they need to be transformed now. They need to be uplifted now. So, when your frequencies is required to be uplifted, and you want to hold on to the older ways of living, old habitual patterns, it is in this space that challenges may arise, because this is like a chaotic space when the old order is getting destroyed and the new order needs to be born. out of that chaos, and in between is the transitional stage. And having an understanding of these two stages, as well as knowing what and how to cultivate or nurture this transitional space, becomes very, very important. I do offer consultation guidance and one on one classes if you are interested to learn how to do an inner work during these stages and processes so that you could move forward in the right direction for this energy to integrate and help you raise your frequency so that you could integrate this intensity in your system and move forward in your awakening process. So it is this transitional stage that we need to develop a sense of perspective and need to change our filters, the lens through which we create the worldview and meaningfulness in our day to day lives. So, how to raise your vibrational frequency during Kundalini awakening is to become aware of this sequence, the stages, that the intensity of the frequency of this energy is creating a kind of gap, and this gap needs to be filled up with a new meaning making, with new narrative, with new filtration system of seeing the world, creating a worldview. So that is happening. That is the first thing that and then there are a lot of practices that could be done in this transitional stage so that you could look through the glasses of equanimity, through the glasses of unity consciousness, because that is the entire purpose of this Kundalini energy, to transform your frequency, to transform your energetic dimension so that it could rise above the day to day living in the ways that we perceive the world through the glasses of critical thinking, judgment, or how our ego interferes in looking through the glasses of compassion, self compassion, other compassion. And this needs to happen on moment by moment basis. That means this knowing, this understanding, this evolution needs to be grounded deeply into your cellular memory, into your long term memory, so that you could you could release your triggers from the subconscious. You could heal the triggers from the subconscious. And when I'm saying heal the triggers, I'm talking about those outward circumstances, situations, relationships, people, events, or whatever that happens in our day-to-day life that throws us off balance, that throws our nervous system into dysregulation, that throws us off balance into unregulated emotional self, where we are not feeling a sense of safety, where we're feeling a sense of reaction instead of responsiveness. So when I'm saying reactiveness, so that is the entire purpose of Kundalini awakening, is to help us manage our reactiveness, the triggers that cause that reactiveness, how we are looking through the lens of the ego that is trying to control our outer world, control the consequences, control the outcome from those lenses. So, surrender, when I use the word surrender so much, is the key. How to let go of the frequency that is taking place when we are reacting, right? That frequency is a lower vibrational frequency because that frequency is created out of our limited ego selves need to hold on and not to let go of the old order, old ways of looking at the world, at things, at people. And those reactions need to be released from our memory system in a very grounded way so that every time we are confronting the similar kind of situation that caused a trigger reaction in us, we are no longer reacting to it. Instead, that space is overtaken by a calmer space, peaceful space, a space where there is no need to react because you have managed all the subconscious data attached with that reaction. So that kind of deep understanding of the self starts happening in your Kundalini awakening process. You begin to access the subconscious data that is causing you to react, that is not otherwise evident in the day to day life, where we are projecting the blame for our anger or our discomfort onto the outward circumstances because of the varied reasons where we lack the sense of connection with the self and making choices that are regulated by the outward circumstances instead of deciding that we want to go this way, and we know that if we go this way, our intuition is telling us we are going to feel good and we are not going to have results that will be in opposition to what we want. That is your intuitive capacities. They develop only when we are in touch with our deeper sense of self, and the deeper sense of self evolves only when we have access to that space within our consciousness, which is free from unhealthy ego demands and unhealthy ego needs and unhealthy ego expectations. And it takes time, it takes practice, it takes an effort on your part. And this effort may only happen with right knowledge, with the right identification, right discrimination, right knowing. And I do offer one on one coaching and classes if you are looking forward to identify what blocks your Kundalini awakening to move forward. I may offer you that coaching and consultation so that the energies flow is not hindered due to that lack of light that we need to shine on our day-to-day life and make changes or transform our habits into healthier set of habits and transform our energy so that we could thrive in that consciousness that is Kundalini friendly. So, if you would like to thrive on a Kundalini friendly energy and frequency, I do offer classes. You're welcome to approach me, and I would love to be of service to you besides making these videos, giving that time, space, and understanding to help you towards your healing process and integration process. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you like this channeled information, do give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Do subscribe to my channel. I would be happy, though I'm still happy even if you don't subscribe, but that would be nice, not bad. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you stay blessed wherever you are. And don't forget to hit a subscribe button if you have not done so. Bye.